and welcome to the Hidden Gems Show. This is the show where we interview local business owners from around the world. I'm your host, Safir Jamal, and today I'm joined by our guest, Erica, who is joining us from Budapest, Hungary. Hi, Erica.
Hello everyone.
Hi, how's it going today?
Yeah, today's good. Sunny, yeah, as
Sunny
usual.
and amazing,
Yeah.
nice and warm. So, Erica, you and I met last month when I was in Budapest, and I happened to stop by your shop, which was Oriental Tea House. So, I'm wondering if you can maybe give our viewers a little bit of a background on what is Oriental Tea House.
Rand TLC, you can see the logo is that a duck and then wearing a sheet hat on it and holding the lemon tea and then have a bright lemon on the background. I can describe the logo of that. Yeah, that is our significant drink, duck lemon tea. Yeah. Or the tea house around this drink. So we also sell the tea and also sell the souvenirs around that. But why is duck pool lemon tea? That it's olden days a story, a business treat, I think. Actually, it's nothing about duck and nothing about sheep. Nothing about pool. Yeah. Yeah. And then it's a kind of oolong tea. Yeah. The olden days story is that someone found this tea very delicious and didn't want others to steal his business. So just give a name, a disgusting name randomly by the color of the dirt around the tea tree. Just look like a duck poo. Yeah, so give the duck poo tea to it.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, so I mean, I noticed that as well when I walked into Oriental Tea House. So it's a cafe, it's a normal tea shop, but you have pictures and plush toys of ducks with, like you said, the poo hat and everything. And so this is all from duck poo tea. And so,
Yeah.
and is this from China?
Yes. Actually, this kind of tea only grown in a very small city in the South China.
Wow,
It's a very famous tea over there. But nowadays, the government want to give a very beautiful name to it because they want this tea more famous. But actually, the people just don't want that. I just like to call it in Dakpu tea. Yeah.
got it. I think it's so fascinating that this is a product that, first of all, didn't really have much awareness of before. But when you told me the story about duck food tea, uh, definitely there's clearly a strategy behind the naming of that, which I think is pretty clever, just to keep some uniqueness. But what I think is really interesting is you took this product that is grown in China. Is it popular in China? Is it very well known and popular?
Yeah, actually, during 5 years ago, someone used this tea to make a tea drink with the lemon, the duckful lemon tea. That is very popular in the South China, especially in Guangzhou, yeah, the city that I live in. Yeah, so suddenly you just make the tea, it makes the tea more young and fashionable. Yeah, and more um, reachable. Yeah, because olden days or the how to say the people will thought a tea it's hard to reach because it's always like a tea ceremony or something very formal. But
Right,
since
right.
tea came out, and then the people want to drink this kind of tea more and want to know the tea more. So I think this kind of tea drink is very popular nowadays. Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
share it into Budapest to the other Europeans.
I love that. I mean that's what I was getting is I think it's so fascinating that you took a product that you had exposure to in China and you've now brought it to Europe. You've brought it specifically to Budapest. You've opened up Oriental Tea House themed entirely around this product. But tell me a little bit more about your story. How did you come from Guangzhou to Budapest? What was the path to get here, and why Hungary?
Yeah, we like to travel. We travel a lot actually. And 1 year we traveled here, and we found here is very nice. Even the weather nice, and the people are nice, and very helpful. And we feel free to stay here. Yeah, we feel comfortable. So we choose this place and stay. Yeah. And also here it's just like a soft landing. That's the culture maybe more mixed the Western and the Eastern together more mixed. So for Eastern people, it be more easy to join in the social community. Yeah, so we choose here.
Very interesting. And how long have you been in Budapest so far?
I have been here for 5 years.
5 years. So Erica, I gotta ask. I mean, I've traveled to Budapest many times. I agree. I think it's a beautiful place. But Hungarian is one of the most difficult languages in the world. How
Yeah.
has your experience been learning Hungarian, opening a business in Hungary, dealing with Hungarian customers, Hungarian government officials, and the bureaucracy? Tell me about this. This is really impressive.
Yeah, that is very challenging actually because the languages is the hardest. The one of the hardest languages. Yeah, it's hard to learn, and all the language logic is different. So we just learned some very simple words that we can communicate with the local people. We can take order, and we can introduce a little bit the tea for them. But thank goodness, fortunately, most of our customers they can speak English. Yeah,
Okay.
so I will use a little bit like English together to help me to explain the stories of the tea. Yeah,
Got it. Got it. Great.
and
Well,
yeah, as
yeah.
I said before, they are very helpful and very nice. So when we have trouble in the language, they most of them they will help us. Yeah, maybe some local people they know English and will help us to explain to some cannot speak English one. Yeah, just like a translator. Yeah, so we're very grateful to have them. Yeah.
That's great. Oh, that's wonderful to hear. And so you have duck poo tea as kind of the signature product, but you offer many other
Yeah.
types of beverages as well, right? In your tea house?
Yes. We keep creating the new drinks. We how to say? I want the tea. It's reachable. It's very easy to get. You can drink it as a daily drink, just like a coffee or like a soft drink. So we want to make the tea more fashion, more young, and more cool. So we always will try to mix the tea as the tea base. And I use the tea base to mix with all kinds of fruit and also with other kinds of drinks together to make it like a mocktail, like a
Mocktail, yeah.
mocktail. Yeah, yes, to make a new concept for the European that the tea maybe it's not that hard to get. The tea can be a drink you can enjoy every day, every moment you want, not only when you feel uncomfortable or you feel sick and you think about tea. No, that is a very fashion way to enjoy tea.
I love that. I think you've got a vision for what tea can represent in daily life and in culture, and how do you make it more accessible to more people. I think it's
Yes.
really really interesting to see your creativity as part of that. And tell me from what you've seen, does Hungary have a tea culture historically, or is it more of a coffee culture?
More stick in coffee. Yeah, the tea culture is a bit new for them. Tea for them maybe more like when they get not very comfortable or they want to calm down or they feel sick and then they will find some tea to drink. I
Right.
want to change it. Yeah, I want to change it. I want to let them know actually the tea can be drink every day. Yeah,
Yeah,
the tea you can enjoy every day, every moment, and not only when you're not comfortable. Yeah.
I love that. Super interesting. Tell me, so far, you've been operating this business for a couple of years now. What is the response? So when people come in and they try this for the first time, typically, what are their reactions?
Oh, they were very, very happy. Yeah, very
Yeah,
happy to find this hidden gem actually. Yeah, because our shop looks like I cannot say a kindergarten, but very colorful. Yeah, and very happy inside. All the decorations it's around ducks, and also the color, the main color will be yellow. Yeah, so it's very very special on the street actually. You when you walk on the streets, you can definitely see our shop. Yeah, because
Yes.
it's not the same with other cafes. They're all always brown or always dark inside, but our shop is just yellow and bright. Yeah, so the people come to our shop and they're very happy and very surprised that inside, oh, you see a dog with a pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I,
So they are very happy to explore the shop inside. And in the shop, um, you can see a lot of souvenir there. And also I add a lot of details inside. I just don't announce it. And they will explore the shop when they explore it, and they will very happy that what they found. Yeah. And
I,
also nowadays, and we have a lot of small fun game on the table, the board game, something like, and customer, what they're just very, very happy that the girls will directly to the souvenir area, and the boys will directly to the board game. So they have fun inside. So that is what I want to do. Yeah.
yeah. Very interesting. I mean, I will say, even when I walked in to your shop, I didn't know that it was a tea house. Actually, I thought it was like a toy store for children, because you see, like you said, the bright yellow colors. There's pictures of ducks everywhere. You have
Yeah.
like stuffed animal plush toys of ducks. So I thought it was a, like I said, a children's toy store. And then you've done a really good job with the decorations inside. I think it's a very inviting atmosphere. The board games, everything. You clearly have a vision for what you want this place to represent, which I think is really, really nice. Um, and, and
Yes.
and as a business owner, what's been your experience? Like, how have some of the challenges presented themselves with being a business owner in Budapest? Do you face different challenges?
Yeah, it challenges. So yeah, the most the biggest challenges for me is to make the new concept for them, the new concept for them. Yeah, how you can enjoy the tea every day. How you it's not a very expensive thing. You can step in. Yeah, I did a lot of things, and I just want them to know it's very friendly place. You can step in. Yeah, because the color is not very usual. They see on the street. So
Right.
for the local people, they will scare about it. Yeah, they
Hmm.
were a little bit scared of it because I didn't see it before. I don't want to step in. I'm afraid inside. And especially it's hosted by foreign people. So I do our best to make them comfort to get
Yeah.
in. Yeah, and I will be very nice and very chill, very relaxing when they step in, and I will greeting them, make them comfortable, and then to let them know what we have or what you can actually try the new things that maybe
Right.
you will like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, after 3 years, I think I have a little bit successful. Yeah, about that. Yeah, because more and more local people. Yeah, that you see, customer. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So a lot more and more local people they wanted to step in,
Yeah.
and one local people they found is good, and they will bring more local people together and step in and try our products. Some of them they will keep coming for days or weeks to try different kind of products. Yeah. So
That's great.
I think yeah.
It's
I
it,
got it.
I mean, I love to see your passion, and I think you've definitely created something very unique that has driven a lot of people to be curious. Right? They're curious about what is this. They want to step inside. Once they come in, it sounds like they have a great experience. They're coming back second, third time. They're bringing friends. I mean, that's what you really want, which is great. Are there any
Yeah.
specific ways that you've seen that you've been able to grow your business, or that you've been able to promote your business, that have been successful for you?
The promotion, maybe I think I joined a lot of like a platform, like your platform. Yeah. And then, yeah. And then nowadays, more and more US people they know us because of your platform. That is very
Great,
good. Yeah,
great.
yeah, and also we will do something like TikTok, like Instagram, like the because our drink is young, so we target young. So
Right.
all kind of this kind of young platform we joined it. Yeah, and we aim to do something on it and then to attract more people to come to our shop.
Wonderful. And if you look into the future, are there any plans for Oriental Tea House to add more locations?
Yeah, I would love to. At the very beginning, I would love to have more than 5 shops in Europe, but that is during COVID, so I just moved the plan afterward a little bit. So
Yeah,
nowadays, I'm thinking about that, and also I'm accepting the investment or something as someone they want to open a shop. They like a shop that like our brand, and if they want to open one for themselves, and then they can open in their city. Yeah,
ah,
we
okay.
can
So
help
like,
them to build up.
yeah,
Yeah. So I can expand the brand, and
yeah,
also nowadays we do a lot of CSR, like the reusable cup. Every usable cup the customer bought, and we will donate some money to the NGO to save the environment. And
great.
also we doing another workshop is use the coffee grant to do it. The coffee grant that every day we make after we enjoy the coffee, we will have a large amount of coffee grant, and that will be throw away. Yeah, so we use it together. You reuse it and ask a artist to paint on it. Yeah. So
Wow.
nowadays, yeah, only the cat shape, but days after, maybe we'll have duck shape. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool. Well, I look forward to that. Well, Erica,
Yeah.
this has been so great. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Really, really
Thank
excited to see
you.
Oriental Tea House continue to do so well in Budapest and maybe even beyond in the future with franchises and other things. So that's great. I encourage all of our viewers and all of our members, if they're ever in Budapest, definitely stop by Oriental Tea House, meet Erica face to face, and try some duck food tea.
Yeah. Thank you. Waiting for you.
Absolutely. We'll be back. Thanks again, Erica. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.